All right, guys. Today I'm going to talk about my five housing hacks that I've actually done before. This is just something that I've done. You know, housing expenses is usually people's number one most expensive bill they have every month. So I'll give you five ways that I have reduced my monthly expenses for housing, and four ways you can live free. All right. Now, the first scenario, you live at home with your parents and you have free rent. Here's you. There's your mom, there's your dad. You're living at home with your parents. Maybe you're a high school kid, maybe you're a college kid and you're still going to college, and maybe you just don't have a stable job yet, or maybe you're working a part-time job and going to school, and maybe you can pitch in with buying groceries or paying a light bill or something, and you live at home with your parents and you can live rent-free that way. The second way, this is live with a roommate. When I first moved to Florida, I needed a place to stay. I was staying in a hotel, and the hotel was charging me about $1,000 a month to stay in this hotel. So I went online on Craigslist, started looking for roommates, and I found a roommate, and we ended up getting an apartment together. So, anyways, basically, the idea with this is, let's say your rent was $1,000 a month you were paying. Now you've got this house. You know, you're going to live in one side, and your roommate lives in the other side. So, you have your own bedroom, you have your own bathroom, and you guys just share a living room and the kitchen, and then you just split the utilities. So let's say your rent previously was 1,000, you divide it by two people, now you pay 500, and your roommate's going to pay 500. So that should drastically reduce your monthly expenses, and on top of your rent being cut in half, you're going to pay half of the water bill and half of the power bill, the electric bill. So you're going to save money on utilities as well. All right, now the next one, this is number four, is a little bit more complicated, but you're going to buy a fourplex apartment building. Now, with this fourplex, what I did when I was in Kentucky, I lived in one of the units and rented the other three units out. I think I paid $139,000, and you can qualify for this loan called an FHA loan, and you only have to put 3.5% down instead of 20% down. So I think if I rented out each one of these units, this one was rented, this one was rented, and then I lived in this one for free. And then so basically I took the rent that I received from these three units. Let's just say for the video, let's say that was $1,500 a month, and let's say the monthly payment was $1,100 a month. Well, you've generated enough revenue that you've collected from these other three units to pay your rent, to pay your water, your electric, your trash bill, and you basically live there for free. And what I did after I lived there for maybe a year or so, what I did is there was a full size basement underneath the house. So what I did is I moved from upstairs down to the basement, and what we did is we built like so what we did is we put like a bathroom and a kitchen in the basement, and then so now I have this other unit here that's paying me out an extra 500 a month. So this is the basement of the place, and the basement was the size of the whole building. So I was able to live in the basement. There was hot water heaters and stuff in the basement, but I was able to live in the basement, rent out this other unit, and now I have four units generating revenue, and I still have a place for free. All right, now the next one that I did, this one is called subleasing. So I had a house. It was a 5,000 square foot house. I lived up on the second floor, and then the first floor, each one of these units was like a little miniature apartment. So each one of these units, they had their own bedroom, their own bathroom, their own kitchenette area. And so I rented each one of these units out, and then I lived up on the second floor. So I didn't actually have financing. I didn't actually own the building. I was renting the building. So my rent was $1,000 a month that I was renting, that I paid to rent this house. So it's a big 5,000 square foot house. I'm up on the second floor, and the tenants lived on the first floor. So I had the money coming in here, here, and here. I had three different units rented out, and to top it off, there was a garage. So each one of these was like a garage bay door. I rented out these garage doors. So each one of these, I think, was around $100 a month for storage. So the garage rented out for $100 a month. So I had 3 units rented out here. I had 3 units rented out here in the garage. So my total rent was $1,000 a month. My total expenses, my total rent income was $1,500. It was $1,800. So we got 5, that's 15, 16, 17, 18. So the total rent income was 1,800. You see? So there was plenty of money left over. I was basically able to live there for free, rent out these other units, and rent out the garage, and I had a place to live for free. Now the next one that I've done was pay cash for a home and live rent free. So you pay for a house, and you pay for it, you own it free and clear. The good thing is you have no mortgage and no rent. I had a house that I paid in Kentucky. It was $6,500 cash. It was a 3-bedroom, 3-bed, 1-bath house. And so you have no roommates, you have no tenants to deal with. Here's my little stick man, here's you, here's the house that you're living in, and you own this house free and clear. Now, the house might need to be a fixer-upper, you might have to do some work to the house, but every month you have no roommates, you have no tenants, you have no mortgage, and no rent. So the only thing that you're paying out of pocket is your property taxes, and then you're having to pay your your water and your electric, and that's it. But for the next 30 years, as long as you live in that house, you own the house free and clear. So, anyways, there you go. I'm going to go over it real quick one more time. Number 1, live at home with your parents. I did all these. I did this when I was in like high school and college. Number 2, live with a roommate. I moved to Florida. I needed to find a place to stay. I didn't want to stay in a hotel, so I was able to get it, and we were able to split the expenses 50-50. So instead of me paying $1,000 for a rent, my rent was $500. The next one was buy a fourplex. I bought a fourplex apartment building. I lived in 1 unit, rented the other 3 out. The next one is subleasing. This was a 5,000 square foot house. I lived on the 2nd floor and rented out these other 3 units and the garage. And then the last one is pay cash for a house and live rent free. So if you find a good deal on a house, maybe it's not in the best neighborhood, maybe it's a fixer-upper, it needs some work done to it, you can save up money, pay cash for the house, and own it free and clear. All right, guys, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. I'm just trying to get you guys thinking outside the box on ways you can reduce your monthly expenses. And these are 5 ways that I actually have done in the past to generate more revenue and also decrease your expenses. So that's it, guys. That's it for me. That's it for this video. eBay Addict, peace out. You guys have a great day. Bye.